Why do clocks move clockwise? It's a hidden history behind clock movement. Ever wondered why clocks move clockwise? Why not the other way? What made humans decide this was the right direction? To answer that, we have to rewind thousands of years. Long before mechanical clocks, people used the sky to measure time. The sun was our first clock. In the northern hemisphere, ancient people watched the sun's path. It rose in the east, climbed through the southern sky, and set in the west. When they planted a stick in the ground called a gnomon, the shadow it cast moved in a circular pattern, from left to right, from morning to noon to night. That direction became our natural sense of time's flow. This sun-shadow pattern became deeply rooted in culture. Ancient Egyptians used obelisks to track shadows. Sundials were born, and guess what? Their shadows also moved. Yes, clockwise, because Egypt, Greece, Ramal were in the northern hemisphere. There, the sun moved rightward across the sky. So sundial shadows followed. This circular rightward shadow path became the model. When mechanical clocks were invented in the Middle Ages, their creators simply mimicked sundials. The clock hands were designed to follow the same motion. Thus, clocks moved like the shadow clockwise. The term clockwise didn't even exist until clocks were invented. Before that, people would have said sunwise. Even in Celtic and pagan rituals, sunwise meant lucky or proper. Counterclockwise was often considered unnatural or unlucky, so culture, nature, and invention agreed clockwise was best. In 14th century Europe, tower clocks were built. Their large faces were patterned after sundials. The hour hand moved slowly in the same solar direction. Later, minute and second hands were added, but the direction stayed sacred. Clockwise became universal in design, even as clocks spread to the southern hemisphere, where shadows actually moved the other way. People still used clockwise movement. Why? Because clock technology and tradition came from the north. Not everyone accepted it at first. Some southern sundials were built to move counterclockwise, but mechanical clocks eventually took over, and with them clockwise became global. The idea was reinforced through education and industry. Factories, train stations, and schools used standardized clocks. And in time, clockwise became instinct. Even cartoons and metaphors use it. You say, turn the clock back, or time flies forward. And in sports, rightward motion often feels more natural. Ever notice most racetracks run counterclockwise? That's because it's the opposite of time's flow adding tension, but clockwise remains dominant in design. Car speedometers, oven timers, analog watches, even digital time still borrows from analog logic. In aviation and science, clockwise and counterclockwise are precise terms. They guide engines, fans, screws, and more. So why don't we change it now? Because our entire world runs on the clockwise standard. Changing it would be chaos. And besides, it just feels right. It's what we've known for centuries. So when you look at a clock, you're not just seeing time tick. You're witnessing a shadow from 5,000 years ago, memory of the sun, etched into metal, gears, and glass. The clockwise movement isn't random. It's the shadow of history still circling. Thanks for watching Flashback Facts. Like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing origins.